Maybe I should have looted all this off camera. Ooh. Imagine mass corpse explosion here. I think the world would blow up.
I heard old Alex died trying to summon a void walker.
Oh, you think he died trying to summon Void Wogan? Or, you know, I was the one that took his head, literally, and then ate it? Get the credit.
I heard old Alex
Pussy
died trying to
Void
summon a void walker.
The bastard burn well.
Well, they just don't care I'm over here looting bodies, do they? I would love to drop a mass corpse explosion here. What? What? What, do you got something to say to me? Have you been causing some trouble? I confess. Hold it right there. Only one place for a vandal. Alright, let's go to prison. We're prisoners and we're naked. Okay, no. You only strip Seville. You only strip down Seville. You bastards. Wow. You're lucky there's no social media in the game. Or your little prison would be shut down. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Alright, no mass corpse explosion.
The spirit burns with rage at the carnage wrought on Arx. Rage for the Voidwoken, rage for the Magisters, and rage too for himself and his fellow paladins for failing to see the danger until it was too late. The spirit of an older man observes the nearby painter. He tut-tuts to himself.
That poor boy is wasting his time, walking upon well-trodden paths. I thought I raised him better than that. Did you tell him what you thought of his little picture?
Say that you don't think you've spoken to his son. Is he an artist?
A budding painter, a journeyman, if you will. I'm afraid I poisoned the well for the poor lad. He had to grow up in the shadow of I, the finest painter Arx has ever seen. I blame myself. I should never have encouraged him as a child. He could have grown up to be a merchant or a dentist, not embarrassing himself like this.
That's pretty brutal. Note that he's very harsh on his son, man, to know what he's achieved. Diplomatically say he's entitled to his opinion.
Of course I am. I painted the greatest works of art that Arx has ever seen. The Sacrifice of Lucian. My opinion is the only one that matters.
Mention that his painting sounds fascinating. You'll have to go see it for yourself.
They are part of a private collection now, Lord Kem's. Perhaps he'll grant you a viewing, but I doubt it. There's a reproduction on display at the cathedral. Not the same as viewing the original, of course, but it gives the great unwashed something to pray for.
A young man works at a canvas, mounted on an easel. Smears of what must be red paint are evident on his hands and clothing. He's oblivious, in a daze as he paints.
Glance toward the easel. wonder aloud how he could consider painting a time like this.
He momentarily snaps out of his daze and shoots you an indignant scowl.
It's at times like this that I must paint. The drama, the violence, the sheer emotion of it all.
I can't argue with that. Can't believe I can see this.
I blame Alexander.
The great schism of the Divine Order and the ruination of arcs. This will be my masterpiece.
Ask if you could take a look at these.
I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles.
Note that the red upon the canvas is a very particular shade of that of blood.
He cracks a limp smile. He seems to be getting paler by the minute.
True art requires sacrifice. Artists must put themselves onto the canvas.
He tugs back the sleeve of his tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
Tell him that he should stop painting now and seek out a healer because he must have lost a lot of blood.
No, I must continue. What would my father say if he was still alive to see me now? He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork. The final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian.
Remark that he'll never finish a masterpiece if he dies from loss of blood.
Self-preservation is a petty concern. I must put the spiritual above the corporeal. I must finish.
Ask about the sacrifice of Lucian. Can it be viewed?
For the most part. A copy can be seen at the great cathedral here in Arcs. I visit frequently for inspiration. But the original panel, the one that my father used his blood to depict Lucian's final sacrifice, was given to Lord Kem a long time ago. He keeps it locked away somewhere in that mansion of his. A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
Hi, doggy.
Where are the smells? Oh, Mr. Smells!
Why you gotta make me sad?
I see you avoided the fighting.
You didn't get your hands dirty either.
Back in business. Thank the gods for Lord Cam, eh? He sorted out them void woken. Now, what'll it be?
Hunted.
Stock up while you still can.
The elf stands in front of a cart displaying various sundries. He warmly motions to you and gives you a broad smile.
Trouble brewing in the ancient empire. Dallas strengthens border defenses.
You got a lot of crap, my man.
I heard that the paladins with unarmed majesties didn't even let them surrender. Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that? Arks was still a free city, last time I checked. There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
You a little music on or something? Damn. Music embargo on this bitch.
I heard that the paladins with unarmed majesties didn't even let them surrender. Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they
Damn
heard you
it.
going wrong like that? Arks was still a free city, last time I checked. There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Friendly Huber Allied Publishers' latest edition. New book already out of date.
Don't fret, my friend, and don't fall.
Yeah, okay, for God's sake.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out.
Some are still good. You're either the hunter or the hunted, my friend. Either way, I'll get you situated.
Figured she would have all the stuff. Question is gonna steal from
You're confident. I'll give you that. Nature provides.
nice.
Arks is still a free city. Last time I checked.
I don't think I'll be able to get.
Nature provides.
If there's one more vendor, yeah, her.
All those broken arrows.
Yeah, we should be able to
You've got
steal
your
from her
work
as
cut
well.
out.
This pallet.
Some are
fucks
still
off.
good. What you looking for?
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Look, by all means, but do not touch the merchandise. Human skin's impure oils may taint even the least delicate of my herbs and tinctures.
It's kind of rude. You turn
We're
around.
on duty here.
Dwarf asshole.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
I gotta think about this. Alright, you two just need to go away. Where you go? Left or right?
All those broken arrows.
God damn.
You've got your work cut out.
I just missed out on like 5,000 gold.
Some are still good. What you looking for?
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Ugh. That's super disappointing.
The wares you need.
What a pile of junk.
Got an 11
Take on
wits
damage
potion,
in the
that's
fight.
great.
It'll
Think
fix
the
it.
paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that. You're confident.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Arks is still a free city. Last time I checked. Bodies in the streets. I really am.
Reconsider.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her.
Oh, they added a lesbian thing? This was not in the original. I'm like super sure.
She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help. Please.
I'll save her.
Lucian's love. Thank you, but please, you have to hurry. Go!
You approach, but the paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prisoner.
You are interrupting a paladin court, stranger.
You can call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent.
Ask him what the paladin is accused of.
We are beyond accusations. This once paladin is guilty of refusing orders and protecting supporters of the Black Ring.
They were boys. Local boys that signed up for steady pay in a slick uniform. A couple of white traitors doesn't mean every magister is in league with the Ring.
At best, you are a coward. At worst, you are a traitor. In either case, the sentence is death.
Step between the prisoner and Can't do this.
His icy eyes focus on you for the first time, pinning you with a freezing look.
Step aside, stranger.
Explain that you're on his side. You're the one that sent the owl which warned him about the Magisters and the Black Ring.
I see. You have my thanks for that. You did us a great service. Now, if you would do me one service more, stand aside.
Argue that this traitor might have key information. Or whisper that you're here to find a seeker matching the description. You're alive. Nice.
A seeker? How do you... This is unforeseen. Very well. Perhaps we would be wiser to wait. She shall not die today.
The paladin looks at you as Kem turns away and silently mouths thank you.
Find a cell for her. And the rest of you have your duties.
Oh, by the divine, thank you. I'll never forget this kindness.
Large intelligence potion is great.
What is this? Am I dreaming? I went to my bunk after patrol duties, and now... this. I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real.
Try to get her to tell you what she knows about the Black Ring.
The spirit wails and babbles incoherently. It's clear she knows nothing about the Black Ring.
Demand to know where Dallas is going.
I saw her enter the city with the whites. Or did I? Did I dream it? Am I dreaming you? What is this? I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real.
Inform her it's no dream and that she's dead. If she tells you what she knows about the Black Ring, you can release her.
What? I don't know anything about the Black Ring. I must be dreaming. I have to be.
Oh, we need to get that little girl's name. 'Cause I will forget about that.
Well, hello, handsome. Care to hear about the power of cheese? I've got wheels and rounds and blocks and rolls and possibly more. But my wares are nuanced with undertones of something rare.
Ask what she has in mind.
She looks you up and down, then...
What's on my mind? Why, texture, maturity, taste. But most of all, I'm wondering what tickles your fancy. Looking at you, I think it may be power. Am I right?
I bet she's right.
So I have not misjudged you. Now, we've established how you feel about power. How do you feel about law? Specifically laws relating to property and the acquisition of goods,
Tell her you'll soon be in charge around here, and she'll have nothing to fear from you. If she does right by you now, that is.
A glint appears in her eye, and she smiles. Then she raises her hands and shows you her rings.
Perhaps this is the power you seek. I've been waiting for the right customer to come along for these, but I warn you, power doesn't come cheap. Even for someone as attractive as you.
I bet you say that to all the boys. Ask her trade.
The pleasure was mine.
Garbage. Garbage. Yeah, garbage. Nope. Did you steal those? Did she really just turn around?
Business doesn't stop for long round here.
Or was it something else?
Why, my lady?
Oh,
you
she
smell
turned.
divine. Do you eat cheese?
Do you eat cheese?
Can I offer you something?
Screw it, we don't need any more. Wait, we better get out of here before she notices. Or will she notice?
Brand new recipe. Contains no dog's milk whatsoever.